Hello and welcome to Southern California CEO Magazine, where we bring you stories of successful businesses and important business events here in California and around the globe. I'm your host, Vivian Ecclefield. SoCal CEO recently attended the 49th Annual Small Business Week Awards celebration, which was held June 5, 2012 at the City National Grove of Anaheim. This event recognizes local small business entrepreneurs and champions for their contributions to America's economy and way of life. Small business is the nation's most valuable asset, providing opportunity and economic growth. The SBA supports the nation's small businesses by offering a variety of programs and support services to assist them in navigating the issues they face. The SBA is the resource to help small business succeed. I'm here with Adalberto Quijada. Tell us your title again.
District Director of the U.S. Small Business Administration, Santa Ana District.
Now, give us an idea of what these awards are all about and how important they are.
Well, extremely important, particularly to small businesses. I think that if you're a small business, you really don't understand what it is that you do in terms of making a difference in a community. But when we recognize them, I think it becomes apparent to them today how significant it is. Why? Because they do contribute tremendously to the community in which they operate. They employ people. They help to stimulate the local, the area economy, and sometimes even wider than that, because many of them, especially those who do start doing business internationally, they really have a global impact, if you will. So the impact is tremendous, and the awards are very, very significant. And we're very, very proud to have such phenomenal winners here in our area.
Talk about the actual services and programs that the SBA offers.
Yes, we have an array of programs and services, but I guess it's fair to say that there are three very significant, we call them the 3 C's, but there are 3 groups of services that are coupled, if you will, into those 3 sections. One of them would be our counseling and training, and I think by far it's one of the most valuable services that this agency offers. Why? Because a business owner, technically or usually, they are experts at doing whatever they do best, that product or that service. However, growing that business, making that business strong in terms of marketing and sales may not always be their forte. So that's where our counseling and training comes in. So counseling and training is one important component. Another is government contracting. And government contracting for those businesses that are ready to compete, either they have a product or a service, say that the U.S. government is ready to purchase. That would be another great opportunity for those businesses to engage in that program. And we have a variety in our agency. And the third is capital. Who doesn't need money? Whether it's to finance a contract that you have just been awarded through this government contracting program that I mentioned, or is it to acquire a building to operate your business, or whether it is to obtain equipment, again, to operate the business. So those are the 3 areas: counseling and training, government contracting, and access to capital, what we technically call the 3 C's for short in our agency.
Let's talk about what's on the horizon for the SBA, what's new coming up, and what your main goal is this year with the SBA.
That's a great question. I think that, the world looks to America as to what is in the future. I think, possibly biased here, but I believe that small businesses are really setting the trend. And I think we talked about the global opportunities and such, but I believe that small businesses, because they are so responsible, if you will, for employing people, I think that that's really where we're going to see the future of small businesses. But one of the things that I think is very important, and you'll see it today with how much support we have from the banking industry, from the lending community, small business lending is crucial, and especially during this time. And what we're seeing is that banks are stepping up to the plate. They are supporting this. Why? Because they recognize, yes, we did have a tough time a couple of years ago, but small businesses have regained strength in terms of their credit worthiness, and banks see that. And so it's important for us to sustain strong relationships with the lending industry across our region and across the country to ensure that they are really supporting and embracing small business growth and expansion. So the banking industry is terribly important today and in the future.
Well, I'm here with Brian Moeller. Brian, tell us your title, who you're with.
Yeah, I'm Director of Small Business Banking at Wells Fargo Bank.
Okay. And you're a sponsor here of the SBA Awards. Tell us the importance of these awards.
Yeah, Wells Fargo is thrilled to be a sponsor of this year's Small Business Awards. The importance of the awards to get a lot more visibility about the importance of small business. Our economy is so dependent on adding jobs, and our small business owners today are probably the most important part of the economic recovery going on right now. And to recognize small business owners and to recognize lenders that are part of the solution today in today's financial world is just critical.
What are some of the actual programs and the ways that Wells Fargo actually helps the small business owner?
Well, we pride ourselves at being the #1 small business lender. Actually, for the last 9 consecutive years, Wells Fargo has helped our small businesses more than any other financial institution. Last year, in just SBA loans in 7As, we lent over $1.2 billion. We were the first bank to lend over $1 billion in this particular product. However, we have lots of different products. SBA is important to small businesses for a couple of different reasons. Usually it's because businesses aren't quite ready for conventional and traditional lines of credit and loans. A lot of times it's startups or people that don't quite have the longevity and the cash flows to demonstrate their ability to pay it back. And SBA allows us banks to get a guarantee, helps us to say yes a little more often than we ordinarily would.
Now, are we talking about startups as well as businesses that are already on board and maybe needing some help?
Absolutely. SBA does offer financing for startups, and they have a great loan program for somebody who wants to buy a business or a partner buyout. They have real estate as well as line of credit loan types. They really have a great product, and I want to applaud the SBA for really stepping up from the Jobs Act that was passed 2 years ago. They have really come through and reaching out and being able to provide funding for more small businesses than ever. And a big part of Wells Fargo is helping our small business customers. And small business customers turn into medium business customers, turn into large business customers. But the small business owner, no doubt, is a very big part of Wells Fargo.
And what do awards like this mean to a small business owner? Is it important?
Well, the entrepreneurial spirit of a small business owner, the risks that they take when they do a startup, the connections that they make, the funding that they need to get, the commitment to making their business successful, they put their heart into it. They put their fortune into it, and they put their time into it. And to be recognized with some kind of an award or recognition that their business is successful, I think, is exactly what America needs right now to capture some of that optimism that we see in the eyes of our successful business owners today.
Well, I'm here with Carmen and Marcos, who won the most important award for today's ceremony. That's the Small Business Person Award of the Year. Carmen, tell me what that means for you.
Oh, it means every effort of my life, in my business life, has really come together into this special event. We worked very hard. We created a business, and right now we see all the profits and all the rewards that we actually work hard for. It was worth effort, every effort of it, yes.
It really does mean a lot, doesn't it? You work that hard, and then to have it come to fruition and have a huge award ceremony like this.
Yes, to be recognized, because I'm sure we competed with top-notch companies too that have done an outstanding job for the community in creating jobs and creating products and services to the community in California.
Tell me a little bit about your business.
We're food importers. Both my husband and I are Cuban Americans. We've been here 50 years. And we started out of our garage, one of those American dreams come true. And today we have over 45 employees. We do over $12 million worth of business, all in the niche market of the food industry. We're importers of homeland foods for most of the niche markets in the California area. We have done tremendously great, even though I always look at the South Pacific Islanders as the foundation of our company. We have created a company that sells over 900 products. We import from 9 countries. We export to 3 countries. We wholesale, we manufacture products, we wholesale beer and wine. And what we do best is take care of those people that are hungry for their homeland food. But my last word that I would like to say in this little speech is that God bless America, the most wonderful country, the country that offers you freedom, the country that equals you equal opportunity, the country that has fair laws. And I bless America for all they have given us. And this is the country where dreams come true. Thank you very much.
The SBA works to advocate and accelerate economic development, growth, and competitiveness across the nation. This support includes technical assistance, business training, counseling, mentoring, and other services for small business owners. If you'd like to learn more on how the SBA can assist you in building your business, simply click on the icon to the right of the screen. I'm your host, Vivian Ecclefield, and I'd like to thank you for watching this edition of Southern California CEO Magazine.